this is everything you need to know about moving boards inside of Monday.com. By the way, if you'd like us to help you set up Monday.com for your business, check out the link in the description below. Anyway, as you can see here, I'm inside of our example Monday.com system. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through how to move boards into different areas of your system from different products within your Monday.com system, such as work management or sales CRM, and also how to move boards to different systems entirely. So first and foremost, I'm going to walk you through just how to move a board. All you would need to do is go to the board that you would like to move, press the three dotted button and just go to move to. Now, the first option you have is you can move it to a folder. So that would mean that if you have multiple folders, and I'll just demonstrate this for you. So I'll call this example folder number 1, and then we could also go ahead and have another folder, right? So example folder number 2, hit enter. So I could press the three dotted button, go to move to, and I could move this to the folder example number 1, and it would move to that folder. You can also drag and drop it. It's really, really simple. The next option you have is to move to Workspace. So if you want to move this this board to an entirely different workspace within the same product, so work management, or if it's in sales CRM, you can do. So you just press move to Workspace, and then you can select which workspace you would like to move it to. You just press that button and then it will move to that particular workspace. It's very, very easy to do. Sometimes people feel like they've created a board in one system or one workspace and they can't move it to another, but needless to say, you definitely can, right? So you've got your different options. These are just going to show you your different workspaces within that particular product. So then if you'd like to move your board to a different product entirely, such as sales CRM or service or dev, then all you need to do is just go to move to and then select the product that you would like to move this particular board to, and then select the workspace within that product. Very, very easy again. So if I selected YouTube demo, it would move to the workspace YouTube demo on the Monday.com CRM product, as opposed to the work management. I can then go back to my work management and you'll notice that board is no longer there. Okay. Now, the important thing to note here is if you do move a board from one workspace to another workspace, and you leave one board there. So let's say process number 1 and process number 2. Those are our two separate boards, and there's a connection column between them. Fortunately, the connection column maintains or remains it. You do not lose the connection column, which essentially means that you can connect items in the work management board or work management product to items on the sales CRM or the dev or the service product as well, or whatever board that's in. So that's the next option. And then finally, it's a case of how do you move boards to different platforms or different systems entirely. So that means the slug, so let's say in our instance it's crmcrew.monday.com, you're moving it to some other slug or URL, monday.com URL, okay? And you can move a board, but it has to be first and foremost within a folder. So we would need to put process number 2, for example, in example folder number 1 or whatever folder you have. And then you just need to go to your initials in the top right hand corner here. Just click into them, go to administration. And then all you need to do is go to cross account copier. And then you need to go ahead and select the folder that you would like to move. So I think we called it example folder number 1 or number 2, whichever one. I think it was number 1, and we can see the boards within that particular folder. Now, just another thing to note here, all of the boards within that folder need to be main. So they can't be private. I don't even think they can be shareable. So you need to make sure that they are main, okay? Now, the other nice thing about this, and the reason you have to do it within a folder, is because if there are relationships between the two different boards that you would like to maintain, then adding them to a folder means that they all move over to the new account automatically, maintaining those relationships and the data within those relationships as well. So the next thing you need to do is make sure that you're an admin on both accounts. So the account that you're moving from and the account you're moving to. Now, the thing where people get stuck with this is you must have exactly the same email address, okay? So you must have the same email, I believe anyway, I'm pretty sure, the same email on the account you're moving from and the account you're moving to. So Monday.com then knows that that is your particular profile, okay? And then all you need to do is put in the destination account. So you can see our slug for our account is CRM Crew. So this could be, let's say, I don't know what it could be, CRM Crew _group or .group.monday.com or CRM Crew .example. So that's the other slug. And then all you would need to do is press continue, and then I'm pretty sure, let's just see. I mean, that account, I think group does exist because I remember doing some demos on it before. Group, so crmcrew.group.monday.com. Let's see, that account doesn't exist. So all you need to do is press continue, and then it will move all of the contents within that particular folder and all of the data over to the new system, obviously removing it from your existing system. Okay, so that's pretty much it. You just got to write in the destination account, the slug or the URL, and then also make sure that you have admin access on both systems with the same email address, and then you can move boards between different systems. Now, if you are running into issues, you may find it's because your data is stored on a different account. This is another problem people often face. I cannot actually recall if they have changed the function around this or not, but essentially, if my data is stored in the United States, and then there is another system, or the system that we're transferring to, but their data is stored in the EU, for example, I do not believe it is possible to move data between those two systems. Both of the accounts that you are working on or moving to and from must be stored in the same place. So if they're both stored in the EU, that's absolutely fine. If they're both stored in the US, again, that's absolutely fine. But where you will run into issues, I believe, unless they have corrected this or at least changed the policies around this, if one is stored in one place and one is stored in another place, one account data is stored in one place, one account data is stored in another, then I do not believe the cross-account copy will work. However, I don't know if they have changed that yet. Or I don't know. We ran into that issue a little while ago, but that might be changed. So if you're still having issues, that would be why. Unfortunately, if that is the case, there's nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, you're just going to have to rebuild everything, which is obviously not great. You'd have to rebuild the boards and then do an export and an import. But that is pretty much everything you need to know about moving boards around Monday.com. Hopefully this video has been somewhat helpful. He explained how you can move different boards to folders, different workspaces, different products, and then to different systems as well. If you'd like us to help you set up Monday.com for your business, check out the link in the description below. We would absolutely love to help. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.